Okay, I actually have to make this video because a few people I need to call out, and they're not from the preppy South Shore. These people have to do with Apple Computer. At least that's what the company should be called. It should have never been Apple Inc. Anyway, reporting here from Garden City, New York, is Senacine, and I'm calling you out, Max Tech, for pulling a not so hilarious prank on us YouTube watchers, because you made people so excited with the title in the first half of the video, both mentioning the Apple Mac Pro, Apple Silicon Mac Pro being upgraded in such a good way, but then you surprised us in the second half of the video by saying it's just going to be gotten rid of and forgotten. You know, they're like, professionals, go fuck yourself and buy a PC. I mean, Windows 11 is not a usable operating system, and Apple knows that. You know, I'm coming to think that PC manufacturers should just massively all of a sudden make Hackintoshes, and so they can overtake Apple, make sure that they cannot get sued. I think all PC companies have the right to making a Hackintosh because of what Apple's doing with their lineup. Okay. Now, I'm also calling you out, Max Tech, for doing that with that prank in that video. I know that you probably agree with me on things, Apple, but it's not nice of you to do that. And I'm also calling you out, Tim I Don't Care Cook. Get that? I'm copying Pat I Don't Care Foy from Long Island Railroad in New York. Yeah, Tim I Don't Care Cook. That piece of garbage needs to rot in a jail cell. And I think he needs to be ousted, replaced with someone who's not like Steve Jobs, because Tim Cook is a whole lot worse than Steve Jobs. Apple needs to go back to their mid to late 1980s ways. I know I previously said 1990s, but Apple had its different problems that it doesn't have today with the 1990s, like racism against Americans when it comes to like the consumer lineup. But John Sculley was the best leader of Apple, and people like him need to be back at Apple. That's why Cherry Computer is going to be doing revolutionary things. It's going to just put Apple out of business because they won't be able to copy it because they're just too stuck on their anti-consumer ways. But hopefully laws like the more extreme laws versions of the European law with USB-C, we're starting to see some laws like that take into account preventing Apple from doing their own business strategy. The right to repair law, which isn't being enforced strictly enough by the feds. Because that law states that you need repairable and interchangeable upgradable components. So the government's not doing a good job enforcing that law. And shame on you, Tim Cook. Shame on you, the now dead Steve Jobs. They're the one who actually started this mess, but Tim Cook made it worse. It's just... And this company, Apple Computer, is gonna, of course, claim so many publishing companies that rely on Apple workstations. They're gonna claim the company my mom works for, putting her into unemployment. If that happens, it's just gonna... I don't know what to do, because suing a company like that is impossible. So it's just, how can Apple get away with like putting so many companies out of business in the future due to like lack of workstations? I just don't know what to do.